I repeat, this is a code red. Does anybody come?
Hello, Dustin.
Hey!
No matter where you run, or who you save, all roads lead back to me.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the lore of Dead by Daylight. Today we are looking at Stranger Things Chapter 2, with its new survivors, Dustin, Henderson, and 11, and its new killer, the First, or, as he better known, Vecna. Now, let's get right into it. Henery Creel, or, better known as Vecna, or, in this case, in the world of this cat and mouse game, the First. From a young age, Henery Creel was disgusted by humanity and their endless cycles of eating, reproducing, and dying, their mindless play. As the hatred bubbled and fermented, he found that he had strange powers. First, an ability to control the house grandfather clock, and later, the ability to manipulate minds. His powers reached a terrifying new level as he contorted and destroyed the bodies of his mother and sister. Henry's father, blamed for their deaths, was sent to Penhurst Mental Hospital. A shadowy organization faked Henry's death and moved him to a facility where his powers were limited by the Soteria chip, and studied along with several other children with psionic powers. He played along and was eventually made an orderly, but his compliance was a ruse. Once he was able to convince 11 to remove his chip, he massacred the students and staff at the facility, only stopping when 11 was able to banish him to another dimension. Henry thought he was going to die. Instead, he became more powerful than ever before. From this new dimension, he committed a series of grisly murders as part of his plan to open gates to the real world and destroy all of humanity. But as he passed through a gate, a black fog appeared and he crossed over to a new realm. One unfamiliar, but full of potential. The First is a cunning and cruel former test subject whose powers were sharpened in an alternate dimension. His personal perks, Turn Back the Clock, Secret Project, and Hex Hive Mind allow him to damage distant generators, block them from repair, and set them back when another is completed. Hex Hive Mind. You found yourself connected to something dark and unknowable, and you embraced it. The first time you hook any survivor, a random dull totem becomes a hex totem, provided that a dull totem remains in a trial ground. Generators are highlighted. The intensity of the generator's aura reveals their repair progress. As soon as a total of 4 generators have been completed in the trial, all remaining generators explode, lose 6 to 8 to 10% progress, and start regressing. The associated hex totem becomes dull, and the perk becomes disabled for the remainder of the trial. The hex effect persists until the hex totem is either blessed or cleansed by a survivor, disabling it for the remainder of the trial.
You let us in, and now you are going to have to let us stay.
Secret Project. Raised to be a weapon, you broke free with the very skills your captors honed within you. Whenever a totem is blessed or cleansed, a random unblocked generator becomes blocked for 20 to 25 to 30 seconds. Whenever any number of generators become blocked, you gain undetectable status effect for 30 seconds.
You are a prisoner here, just like me.
Turn back the clock. Resist as they might, time marches on, and your master plan comes closer to fruition. After hooking a survivor for 40 to 50 to 60 seconds, press the active ability button to make a target generator within 20 meters explode. lose negative 10% progress, and start regressing.
Nothing is going to happen. Nothing you don't deserve.
Do not feel sorry for Henry Creel. He wanted this more than anything, to wipe out humanity. But, luckily for us, he will face off two familiar faces that he never thought that he'd see again. Dustin Henderson, the brilliant high school student. Brilliant and eager, Dustin Henderson is a high school student in the town of Hawkins, Indiana. At a young age, he and his friends stumbled upon a secret government project involving alternate dimension known as the Upside Down. The group survived attacks from strange creatures they called the Demogorgon and Mind Flayer, with Dustin's understanding of science and engineering helping guide them in unexpected ways. As gates of the Upside Down rip through Hawkins, the town is left in a state of emergency. Dustin sets out looking for answers. What he finds spilling from the chaos isn't demogorgons or demonic bats, but black fog. Dustin Henderson is a brilliant and somewhat nerdy high school student. His personal perks, bada bada boom, change of plan, and teamwork full circuit allows him to slow down killers, pivot his strategy mid-trial, and safely repair generators. Bada bada boom. You may not be a fighter, but you have clever ways of striking back. After completing 20% worth of generator repairs, Bada Bada Boom activates. While active, press the active ability button next to a window to install a trap, which stays active for up to 40 to 50 to 60 seconds. The trap triggers when the killer performs a vault through the window, causing the killer to suffer from a negative 50% hindered status effect for 6 seconds. Bada Bada Boom deactivates after triggering successfully or once the timer runs out. The auras of trap windows are revealed to all survivors in yellow.
Never tell me the odds.
Change of plan. Rather than give in to danger, you recalculate and adjust your strategy. You start the trial with 2 tokens. While hiding inside a locker and holding a non-event toolbox, press the active ability button to spend 1 token and transform your arrow into a medkit of the same rarity with a random add-on of the same rarity. The new medkit has an 80 to 90 to 100 seconds of its charges.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Teamwork full circuit. You dabble with mechanical engineering and show off your abilities to others. For each survivor repairing a generator with you, the size of the good skill check zone is increased by 15 to 20 to 25%. While repairing with at least one other survivor, you repair 5% faster.
Okay.
Seriously? How many times do I have to be right on the money before you guys just trust me?
Dustin may still be in high school, but he's probably one of the smartest survivors that these guys have. And at least he won't be alone while dealing with these killers, because a familiar face will help him throughout all of this. Jane Hopper, or better known as 11, former test subject. 11, aka Jane Hopper, is a former test subject who has undergone experiment to develop her extrasensory abilities. One use of her powers involuntarily created a gateway to an alternate dimension, which became known as the Upside Down. Though her life has been chaotic, her friends and foster father provided a hint of normalcy amidst the trauma. Together, they fought creatures from the alternate dimension, with 11's powers being the difference between life and death. When the group's hometown of Hawkins is ravaged by gates from the Upside Down, 11 is needed once more. Trekking through a field of gray, with its plants, she reaches a gate surrounded by unnatural black fog. She enters expecting to find herself in the Upside Down, but ends up somewhere else. Nearby, she finds a hook glistening in the moonlight, wet with blood. 11 is a former test subject with extrasensory abilities. Her personal perks, extrasensory perception, we see you, and teamwork soft-spoken, allow her to scout the area, reveal the killer's aura, and reduce the noise of generators. Extrasensory perception. By slowing down and focusing, you can sense both ally and enemy. Crouch for 4 seconds to activate this perk. While active, you see the auras of survivors, the killer, and a variety of objects. These are revealed in an expanding 44-meter radius. Revealed objects including chests, exit gates, generators, hatch, items, pallets, totems, and windows. You gain a lucid and oblivious status effect. When you stop crouching, or after 11 seconds, all effects of this perk end and it enters a 60 to 50 to 40 seconds cooldown.
What is friend?
Teamwork, soft spoken. You look out for your friends, using your abilities to protect them. For each other survivor repairing a generator with you, the range at which the generator's repair noise is heard is reduced by 15 to 20 to 25%. While repairing with at least one other survivor, you repair 5% faster.
I make my own rules.
We see you. You've honed your powers and can turn the tables on those who try to find you. Gain 1 token when the killer reveals your aura. When you have 4 tokens, they all consume, and the killer's aura is revealed to you and all other survivors for 10 to 12.5 to 15 seconds. The perk has a 10-second cooldown for gaining tokens.
It is not me. It is you. You are the monster.
11 is another superpowered being to come into this cat and mouse game. Even though her power is on the weaker side in this place, she can still be able to help her new friends that she made here. And they're gonna need all the help they can get.